Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. It'll be the visiting team facing Pittsburgh.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Draymond Green is out there with Thompson. Then there's Johnson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Wall in the point guard position. Johnson from outside. Good on the triple. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Full credit goes to him on that one, Greg. I mean, the defense played pretty good position, but just couldn't do much about it. That's just better offense that time. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Jordan. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Here's Wall. Green up on top. Green draws the double. Here's Wall. Here's Thompson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Kobe passes to Jordan. Puts up a 3. Thompson with the rebound. On defense, Pittsburgh. 4-point game. And Green slams it in.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And here's Bryant for 3. He can't get that one. Wall with some nice defense.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Johnson goes in. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Barnes. Jordan kicks to Bryant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Bryant got his second bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Wall. Rejected by Pierce. Oh, and here comes Pierce all alone. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here.
Pittsburgh, well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Great tee that time from Green.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Pierce inside the 3-point line. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now, here's Thompson. McCollum, no good. Pierce with a wide open look. Traps in the tray. Pierce has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They got to watch out, Clark. Those kind of defensive lapses early in the game can start to snowball for a team. Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Barnes. Jimmy Butler comes in for Pierce. Quentin Richardson's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Paul's subbed in for Bryant. Now here's McCollum. On the wing, Thompson. Antetokounmpo defending. Shot clock at 5. It's Curry with the drive. And that one drops for him.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
That bucket in no time at all. Butler's got 5 now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Richardson for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution. Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Beverly. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's Pittsburgh ending the first quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Pittsburgh.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Pittsburgh leading by 6. They've got Johnson. Thompson is out there with Green. And it's Wall. And it's McCollum in at the 2 guard. Here's Westbrook. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
It's Wall with the drive. Butler with the steal. Here's Ori. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Green dishes the Wall. Back to Green. That's tipped. Johnson against Butler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Butler's got 7 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. Paul Pierce is checked in for Lopez. Harrison Barnes comes in for Orr. Jordan, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Napier in for Russell Westbrook. And Thompson throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
To the inside. Here's Wall.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Wall nails both of them. Pittsburgh leading by 8. Left side, Jordan. From down low. Pittsburgh shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Jordan. Curry's checked in for John Wall. And so Jordan nails both of them. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Daniel Gibson's checked in for Steph Curry. The shot by Jordan, no good. The drive by Green. Thompson passes to LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's only a 5-point Pittsburgh lead. Napier kicks to Jordan. No one near him. Uses the glass to drop it in. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Back to Gibson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Green. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Pittsburgh with some changes. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for DeRozan. Kobe comes in for Jordan. And it's Paul in for Shabazz Napier. Now here's Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Ball against Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. He feeds it to Pierce. And here's Bryant for three. Again, the miss by Kobe. Outside Gibson. From deep three-point range. Bangs home the trifecta.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Fires from 14. Again, the miss by Kobe.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
They get a hand on it. And taken away by Paul. Barnes outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Onto Tacumbo, dishes to Barnes. And that one's on target from the wing. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Take a look at what Kobe's done. He has 8 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Harrison Barnes is out there with Pierce. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Jordan in the 2 spot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Ball passes to Green. And it's sent back by Kobe. And it's Pierce in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the wing, Kobe. Covered by Wall. Here's Barnes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Pittsburgh, they look good at the lines, and they're perfect in 4 attempts. Pittsburgh making a switch here. Butler's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. The quick look, no good that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Took him no time at all on that one. Beverly's got his first basket.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
And that one's good by Butler. Butler's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Horry's checked in for Pittsburgh. Russell Westbrook comes in for Bryant. Pass to Horry. The kick out to Westbrook. Off target from three-point range. Thompson outside. And Thompson kicks to Beverly. Back to Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Quentin Richardson's checked in for Jordan. And so Thompson nails both of them. Pittsburgh leading by 5. Richardson kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Horry. Pittsburgh working the ball around. It's Richardson on the wing. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. Westbrook's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. For the 3. And that one's good. Beverly's got 6 here in this quarter.
Always eager to shoot the 3, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, here we go. That's a 2 from Butler. Gets to the corner and buries it. Butler's got 12. Butler's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Down low. Poked away. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Pittsburgh's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Horry. And it's Napier in for Jimmy Butler. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
No good from Gibson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And there it is for him.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Lopez. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. And Pittsburgh with some changes. Pierce comes in for Quentin Richardson. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Napier dishes to Pierce. From the top of the key. And he hits the jumper for 2. Pierce has got 5 points so far. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Paul kicks to Antetokounmpo. And that one comes up a bit short. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams click. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And here's Wall. Johnson is out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. Then there's McCollum. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Now here's McCollum. Nice shot from the wing.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Absolutely, no question about it. I mean, this is a snug one.
Jordan with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
All with it. He's picked up by Paul. And the wide-open shot from Green. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Wall dishes to Green. Tipped away. Stolen by Pierce. From deep. Joe Johnson pulls it in.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get